All right, welcome to the podcast. Today we're going to talk about the secrets the evolutionists don't want you to know. In fact, most evolutionists kind of ignore this. They never bring it up, but it's a simple issue. One that's kind of solved in a crazy way by some of the higher atheists out there, like Richard Dawkins. And basically, what I'm talking about is this idea of time. Right now, they think the Earth is about 4.5 billion years old. And they, if you go to college, you go to high school, and they're teaching evolution, what they're going to tell you is life started here on Earth and evolved into humans. Now, the trouble is, once they started doing the math, even with their own ideas about how this came about, the one thing they ran out of was time. In fact, what you see is evolutionists realize that 4.5 billion years is not enough time for life to go from nothing to humans. In other words, there's not enough time. The Earth isn't old enough to produce humans. And don't take my word for it. Go out on the internet and look and find, and you'll see that's what the problem is. There isn't enough time. Now, what people like Richard Dawkins have done when they're called on this, in other words, is, hey, wait a minute, what about this issue of time? How can you explain the idea there isn't enough time for humans to evolve on Earth? Well, Richard Dawkins is on a video out there, and he's trying to explain this because he's trying to say, well, what happened was, and this is his words, not mine, is he believes that we were seeded here by aliens. In other words, some other life form came from some other solar system, some other part of the universe, and they came in and they seeded life here on Earth. Some other evolutionists, they don't like that answer. They probably secretly believe that's a possibility, but they know that's not going to be accepted by most people. And so what they're coming up with is this idea that life hitched a ride on a meteor. Life hitched a ride on a comet, and it made its way through the vastness of space, and as it cruised through the space, which is a very hostile environment, not only is it extremely cold, but there's a lot of, we'll just call them death rays out there, right? Life somehow made it through the shooting gallery full of death, in the terrible environment, made it through the atmosphere here on Earth, and when it crashed into the Earth, it was able to interject life into our planet, and that solves this time problem. Well, as you can probably already tell, I think that's a bunch of crap. But anyway, so that's the secret they're hiding from most college kids, most high school kids, and just the common everyday science believer. They're not telling you that part. Once again, don't take my word for it. Go do your own homework. Verify that I'm not feeding you a bunch of crap, and you'll see that there is a problem with Earth not being old enough that life could evolve to where we are today with humans. I want to thank you for your time, and check out my other podcast. Hope you find something useful. Thank you.